The teaching is a continuous process because it evolves from day to day, right? During 1960s in the picture, right, if you see these grades are terrible, who is asking? The parents are scolding the student, right? His kid is their son. But in 2010, 2020, these grades are terrible. Whom is, right, inquired, or whom the question is asked by the parents to whom? The school management, the teacher, right? Why my son is not studying? You are not teaching at all. You are not teaching up to his, right, standard. So this is the question they're asking, right? So as a teacher, or as a modern day teacher, we are supposed to change our role. Being a traditional teacher cannot help us. It will not help us to teach the modern society. So we are, as a teacher, as teachers, we also change ourselves according to the demand of the modern society. So as we already discussed, whether teaching is arts or science, teaching is both art and science. Skills depend greatly upon personality variables, which are too subjective to measure. Enthusiasm, caring, helpful, right? The teacher should be very creative, enthusiastic, caring about the student, and helpful to the students. This is about art, the art of handling the students. See, we studied in schools or colleges and universities, right? We only a few teachers, right, come to our mind often. Only a few teachers inspire us, right? So those are the teacher artistic in their approach, because they are very enthusiastic, they are very caring, very helpful. Only those teachers are remembered by the students throughout their lifetime, right? Not all the teachers. The teachers who are remembered by the students always, they are artistic. And how teaching is a science. The methods of teaching and learning environment can be organized on a scientific and objective basis. Good planning, good teaching plan, good test, organized method of teaching. So it makes teaching as a science. So that's why we call it as both. Teaching is both art and science. So the teacher in his approach, as we teachers should be artistic as well as scientific in our approach. Then only the students can learn better in this society. So we teach students, see, the intelligence, right? The intelligence is given by the God. It is innate. And as the students grow, they acquire intelligence, right? So the bell curve chart performance assessment. So this is the classroom. This one is the classroom, the first picture, right? You can see below par performance, average performance, and superlative performance. The black and white picture shows only the intelligent students. The yellow colored students are average, and the red colored students are below par performance, that is poor. So as a role of a teacher, it is not to teach only the elite students, right? It is not only to teach average students. It is the duty, prime responsibility of the teacher to teach all the students and pull them to perform better, to the better side. The red colored students should be brought to average as well as elite. The average student should be pulled on to the elite level. The elite students should be brought to the ultra elite. So that is the prime responsibility of the teacher. So here the second picture, moving the mountain, right? So higher learning for all. So you should move the red towards the right and the yellow towards the right. That's how the students come and learn and perform better. So it is the prime responsibility of the teacher to move all the students towards the right direction, that is towards eliteness. And modern day, today we are in the ICT we are in the information communication technology phase. The role of the teacher in teaching learning process can be categorized as follows: teacher-centered approach, student-centered approach, right? So traditional teacher, those days the teachers were very traditional in their role. The teaching learning process was teacher-centered, right? It was teacher-centered. The teacher comes to the school, right? He is the only formal authority who can equip you, who can share the knowledge, who can teach the knowledge to the students. He is the only expert. He is the personal model. The student has no other go. He cannot go outside and learn about the subject matter. Only in the area or the place where he can learn is the classroom. But those days, the teaching learning process was teacher centered approach. But today, in the ICT phase, right, the student centered approach, the teaching learning process has moved to the student centered approach, right? So here the teacher's role is only a facilitator. The modern day teacher's role is, please underline this word, facilitator. What is facilitator? Right, today the information is plenty. The informal learning is happening everywhere, right? The students not only just come to the school and learn in the classroom, right, and school premises. There are a lot the informal learning is happening outside the school premises also, in his house, in his society, in his environment. He learns a lot. But how a teacher can become a facilitator? Facilitator is nothing but a person who makes the learning process easy for the students. What to be learnt, what not to be learnt, right? The do's and don'ts of teaching, because there are plenty of information. That the information is plenty, more and more information available in this platform, ICT platform. But the student gathers all the information, but he cannot learn everything. But here the teacher, as a facilitator, guide, mentor, he directs the student, right, what to learn, what not to learn, how easily he can approach, right? What are the tools he can use to learn, make the learning easy. Then he is a personal model, delegator, and cooperative learning. Cooperative learning is, see, the teacher learns along with the students. Sometimes the teacher may not, right, know the information what the student knows, right? Also, the teacher learns from the students. It's a cooperative learning, right? So the modern day teacher is a facilitator, right? The olden teachers are, right, traditional teachers, and the teaching learning process in olden days is teacher centered, and modern day is student centered. So today, to conclude the introductory class about teaching aptitude, right, I just come out with this information, right? The mediocre teacher tells. Mediocre means average teacher tells. The good teacher explains. The superior teacher demonstrates, right? The great teacher inspires. So I expect you all to be an inspiring teachers, right? To be the inspiring teachers in this society, right? We will meet you, I will meet you in the next class. Thank you.